Over the past years, we have been privileged to watch exciting teams emerge. More so, some generational teams come up. With a large inrush of money in the football world right now, it is no surprise to see some clubs emerging as European powerhouses. Some clubs, on the other hand, were already European giants in their history and at some point went downhill. No, I'm not talking about Arsenal. In this case, I'm talking about Monaco. We all know Monaco has been Europe's elite and a good club for providing sensational gems, but the 2016-2017 AS Monaco really caught our eyes with their startling football, producing breathtaking performances. The squad was filled with stellar players all around who are now bossing other leagues with their clubs. Having said all that, let's look at the 2016-2017 Monaco. But before we go straight ahead to their campaign, let's revert back a little bit to their history, which led to the come-up of Monaco so as to gain a deeper understanding. Although having earlier domestic success in the 60s, it was not until in the 80s when Monaco endured greater success after going through some barren spells over the years. In 1987, they signed Arsene Wenger, who had hitherto been relatively unknown, managing Nancy without much success. Wenger's reign saw the club enjoy one of its most successful periods with several inspired signings, including George Weah, Glenn Hoddle, Jurgen Klinsmann, and Yuri. Youth team policies produced future World Cup winners like Emmanuel Petit, Lilian Thuram, and Thierry Henry. Under Wenger, they won the league in his first season in charge and the Coupe de France in 1991, with the club consistently competing in the latter stages of the European Cup and regularly challenging for the league title. The club could have even had greater success in this period, as it emerged in 1993 that bitter rivals Marseille had indulged in match fixing and numerous improprieties, a view that Wenger had long held. In 1994, Wenger was blocked by the Monaco board from opening discussions with German powerhouse Bayern Munich for their vacant managerial post, after being shortlisted for the role. He was later released from the club several weeks after the post had already been filled. After Wenger's departure, the club went on to record 2 further league championships under Jean Tigana in 1997 and Claude Puel in 2000. However, as the decade came to an end, rumors were surfacing that the club was facing numerous financial difficulties. In 2003, these financial problems came to a head. Despite finishing second in the league, the club was relegated to League 2 by the French Professional League for amassing a £50 million debt. While this was reduced on appeal to a ban on purchasing players, it was enough for President Jean-Louis Campora, who had been in charge for 28 years, to step aside. The following season saw remarkable success on the field, given the club's financial strife. The team, coached by former French national team captain Didier Deschamps and featuring stalwarts such as Fernando Morientes, Ludovic Gioli, and Jérôme Rotten, finished third in Ligue 1 and enjoyed a remarkable run to the final of the UEFA Champions League, beating Real Madrid and Chelsea along the way. However, despite the on-field success, the 03-04 season was the club's worst financial year in its history. Within 12 months, Deschamps had left as coach and Sivara had been replaced by Mikel Pasta. In the 2010-2011 season, Monaco finished 18th, thus being relegated to the League 2. However, there was a silver lining to their future as 66% of the club was sold to Russian billionaire Dmitry Rebolev in December 2011. Benide, who was the manager back then, was sacked due to his poor start to the 2011-2012 season and was replaced by Italian manager Marco Simone. Although he lifted the club to 8th place by the end of the season, the club's board targeted promotion for the upcoming season and so fired him and appointed his compatriot Claudio Ranieri, whose attacking style of football saw the club score 64 goals in the 2012-2013 season. With the club only losing 4 times, Monaco finished the season as champions, earning promotion back to Ligue 1. Using Rebolev's fund, Monaco were one of the biggest spenders in Europe in 2013, spending roughly £140 million, including a club record fee of £50 million for Falcao from Atletico Madrid and £40 million for James Rodriguez from Porto. Monaco finished second place in Ligue 1 in the 2013-2014 season, and Ranieri was replaced by Leonardo Jardim. The following season, Monaco cut expenses, selling James to Real Madrid after impressing in the 2014 World Cup, thus boosting his market value for £75 million, and loaning FALCAO to Manchester United. Despite the high-profile departures, Monaco finished third place in Ligue 1 and made it to the quarter-finals of the Champions League, defeating Arsenal in the round of 16 before exiting at the hands of Juventus. Top scorer from the 2013-2014 season, Anthony Martial, who managed 12 goals in all competitions, left for Manchester United in the summer for a fee of £60 million, the highest fee paid for a teenager in football history. This, combined with the sales of Geoffrey Kondogbia, Lavin Kurzawa, Yannick Carrasco, Ayman Abdona, Lucas Ocampos and others, saw the Monegasque club earn over £180 million in the transfer window. Monaco made some significant transfers, as 4 of their new signings were part of the first 11. They acquired Sidibe from Lille for £15 million, Benjamin Mendy for £13 million, Camille Glick for £11 million, and Benacer for £3 million. They spent a total of €42 million, as key loaned players were returning back to the club like Radamel Falcao and Jermaine. They did not spend much, as they realized the burdens of the financial fair play meant that they needed to focus more on developing young talents more than big money acquisitions. The Monaco squad wasn't that glamorous and dazzling on paper, as most of their players were unknown, but they for sure had something to prove. With Jardim's style of play of quick, balanced, exhilarating attacking football, Monaco used the habitual 4-4-2 formation. When attacking, this 4-4-2 was very aggressive as it switched to a 2-4-4. The fullbacks, Mendy and Sidibe, pushed very high as Silva on the right flank cuts inside. Thomas Lemar on the other wing drifted wide, and sometimes, same as Silva, was subjected to cut inside. Glick and Jamerson played a little bit up front to set offside traps, as Fabinho dropped between them to offer anchorage. Bakayoko was more of a box-to-box midfield dynamo, as he used to offer attacking options. Defensively, Fabinho was the focal point, as he used to play as the right back whenever they were hit on the counter-attack and the fullbacks were up front. Possession was recycled between the 2 central midfielders and the 2 centre-backs. Up front, they had Radamel Falcao and Kylian Mbappe, with Falcao being the target man and Mbappe playing as Henry-esque, drifting wide sometimes and popping up in the final third to rack up goals. Monaco were built centrally, but creativity and goals came from the wings from Lemar and Silva, as they used the wide areas for attacking. Let it be said, Monaco were fiery and hot. Following aggregate victories over Fenerbahce and Villarreal, Monaco qualified for the group stages of the Champions League and sealed their place in the last 16 as group winners following a 2-1 win over Tottenham Hotspur on the 5th match day. Monaco defeated Man City on away goals in the round of 16 and recorded a 6-3 aggregate win over Borussia Dortmund in the quarter-finals, reaching the semi-finals of the Champions League for the first time since 2004. Unfortunately, they failed to reach the final after a 4-1 aggregate defeat to Juventus. They scored a total of 21 goals in the competition, with Kylian Mbappe clutching up 6 of those. The 18-year-old at that time solidified his name in Europe as a young, prolific prodigy. He drew comparisons to Thierry Henry, with both of them coming from Monaco youth setup. Now, let's look on how they teared up the Ligue 1. Their first major test came in the form of PSG, as they hosted them in the Stade Louis. Monaco proved their relentless attacking football still, as they won 3-1, going above PSG in the table. The attacking prowess propelled them to get their largest victory in the season as they smashed Metz 7-0. Monaco started showing their true title credentials as they won 4-1 versus Marseille with goals of the highest quality. They forced a draw against PSG to retain the dominance on top of the table, with Bernardo Silva scoring the equalizer. After topping the table 21 times, Monaco needed only a point to lift the Ligue 1. Kylian started the party as he scored his 26th goal of the season to help Monaco lift its 8th Ligue 1 trophy after 17 years. Monaco averaged a scintillating 2.82 goals per game, scoring 107 goals, conceding only 31 goals. Wow, just wow. MBAPPE and FALCAO combined for 51 goals, as their substitute striker Jermaine came in handy with 14 goals. With all players in the first 11 drawing attention from big European clubs, Monaco seized the opportunity as they sold most of their players, even selling their most prized possession in Kylian MBAPPE to rivals PSG. Although finishing second in the next season, Monaco almost got relegated in 2019 as they switched managers throughout the season. This past season, they established themselves back in Europe's big teams, finishing third and qualifying for the Champions League. That brings us to the end of the video. I would like to hear your comments if that Monaco team was the best assembled team over the past decade. Be sure to subscribe as it helps the channel grow, as well as like the video too. See you on the next video. Ciao ciao.